Menu narration option is set to off.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. And, Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They know coming in, they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave it with a third and about 4 more for first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space.
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Kaepernick. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. The back judge right there to say incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. All offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished. It's on the board.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. And any running play that's called, they're same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He gets this complete to Cephas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Let's go, baby.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a first. And 10. Kaepernick now to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable.
At the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. From the 2 now, second and goal. Swift again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Swift taking it in for 2 yards out, and the Lions are going to jump back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The Patriots realize it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
To try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Lance. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Over the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error in the game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. It was a tough throw, and unfortunately, he wound up with the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open. But oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown. touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's up 2nd and 7.
Let's pin the mirrors back to go full strength.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought
and it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles
Eagles able to push further out in front.
And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as the drive will begin at the 25. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of going behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors. He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
53 the mic. 53.
To throw, Kaepernick. Well, this one taken in by Cephas.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Kaepernick now on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Cephas, 60 yards. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just to put a schoolie on where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Play action, now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there. Where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some room to run now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Fuller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Okay, baby, let's go.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Lions now. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done. Find that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
Those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a good point there as they were able to connect.
1st and 10 at the 39.
First down, Kaepernick. This complete to Jones. Back now at Ford Field. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw. Kaepernick. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
And the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be an occasional safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. He went in route there for the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run. They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Extra point splits the offense. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
4-yard gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Lance again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lance now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Sanders. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown. It's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you talk to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, breaking the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's in. Broad Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Lions 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, Bruce, let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
A gain of 3 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Pass complete, it's Hockenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jones has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Open man right side is St. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the try here for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. But 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Once again with Sanders.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down. But by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be